gets underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Florida State Seminoles offense takes the field for the first time today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college.
Coming out aggressively. Wide open, he makes the catch. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Florida State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now, play one, be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot, they get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking for a man, it's Knight. He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8.
And this offense is feeling itself, right? Just drive the ball right down the field, opening drive, forget kicking an extra point. Just going to go for 2. Looks like an aggressive game plan for this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Coastal Carolina's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The shot that clears are at the line, looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Markway. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. 4 wide receivers spread across the field on 2nd and inches. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, it's Knight. Grabbed over the middle, it's Taylor. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Noles trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Noles! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Got a man, it's Spencer. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on it.
Clark wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grab it behind the line. It's Taylor. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Turning it on! Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to... Oh, a lot of space! And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man, it's Smith. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Grab near the marker, it's Smith. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. And the Noles are on the move. From the gun. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
On that 2-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up 2-point conversion.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Chanticleers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. To the air on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Chanticleers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Spencer. Bounced off his feet. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Clark to fire. Makes the catch. It's Patterson. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Chanticleers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He gets a block. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. With the catch, it's Smith. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it's caught inside the 15. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Florida State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
That's tough to defend, right? You're going 5 wide, spreading us out across the field. These windows become a little bit bigger when you do that, and they were able to convert, and as a result, they walk away with 8 points on the drive.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Chanticleers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The give on the option. Got enough space. Touchdown, no! Great job by the back on the option.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to power it in. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good.
37, Coastal Carolina, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Find some fresh air. Runs. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the shot to clear's in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Clark wants to throw. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The shot to clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
3-25.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And the shot to clears will punt this one away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. It'll be 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself. Wide open spaces. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Seminoles in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Rides it back and leaves it. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Knight. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Rides the back on the option, the give. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Noles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Carolina, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The shot that clears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Gets it out fast. Lots of running room. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. And the shot that clears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Honestly, it just looks like the defense has better players on the field, and that's really demonstrated itself throughout the course of the game. They've got more speed. They've been able to shut this offense down in every possible way, and even on that last one, not letting them get out of bounds. You got to be impressed with what you've seen by this defense.
Crosses the 35. He's loose. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. He's going for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending... the Noles will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cardinals offense will go to work first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you...
Taking a shot on the first play. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Leaves it with the back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Under fire. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Florida State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy...
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they're looking for a huge play. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. To the air, it's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown Seminoles! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Finding an escape route. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. It's a seam wide open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Trapped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking. Here comes the heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. This should be the last play of the quarter. On the ground with the counter. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Knight. Finds the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Seminoles want to move quickly.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early.
Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Turning on the Jets. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Kelly. Pocket breaking down. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return to the defense. Comes out on top with a pick. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. He unleashes a long one. Fires and picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Trying to find his man in the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. Blasted as he lets it go. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. To the air on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Knight. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Makes the grab. It's Markway. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And those are the ones that are a little bit frustrating because those slants, man, you want to put it on them and get some yards after the catch and really keep the defense honest. But when you drop it...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles!
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lost a throw. He's working against the clock. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And the Cardinals need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Kelly. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. He'll field it close to the 50. And there he goes. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. The Cardinals will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quarterback on the keeper. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll pull it on the read. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. He'll keep it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're looking to pass pass from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll do it himself. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
Coming up, 4th down.
Quarterback on the keeper. Shakes off the defender. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown Seminoles! And the route is on.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
26.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Kelly. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. Here's a return from midfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. The Noles racing to the line in a hurry-up. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Florida State 26, Ball State 0.
So 1st down will open up the final period. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch.
And there's a couple parts to the lateral, right? It's when the guy's pitching it and you're hitting him and causing a bad pitch, or it's just a pitch. But either way, trying to get hands on the football, trying to disrupt the timing of the pitch, disrupt the timing of the catch. That job on the defense, getting to the carrier fast to make something happen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Kelly. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. This offense has it with really good field position. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. And the Seminoles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. On the run, it's Morrison. There he goes!
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Kelly. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Fisher. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Cardinals decide to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic. And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around like these are...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Back to pass, it's Knight. Snags it over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Noles moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking down the middle. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here for Dave.